Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So today I'll be sharing with you my 1 year journey in doing intermittent fasting, how I did it, and what is the effect on me. Plus, I'll also be doing a taste review for this cold brew coffee that I just bought. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please click the button below for more health, food, and fitness contents like this. So I have here with me today the coffee that I ordered, which is from Bean and Bean handcrafted coffee. So this one is a cold brew coffee. Now, for those of you who are not so familiar on what is a cold brew coffee, it's actually that type of coffee that is dipped coarsely in room temperature water for around 12 to 24 hours. It's actually sweeter, less bitter, and smoother compared to hot brewed coffee. I'm very much excited to try this one. Actually, I am a caffeine fan, but not so of strong black coffee like this. I prefer those with creamer and sugar, but for some reason this past few days I've not been getting that much sleep and I still have a lot of work meetings later, so I need to be awake today, and so I think black coffee would give me that kick to stay alive and awake throughout the day. So according to Bean and Bean handcrafted coffee, the way to prepare it is there should be an equal mix of water or milk and the coffee. So I have here a mason jar, so it's clear, so you can see it later. This is an ice cold water, so I would no longer put ice in it. So, bale, it should be the same amount of coffee that I'll be putting. So, let's do it. So, I'm now opening. It smells really good. The aroma is there. Plus, if you're a coffee lover, parang ang sarap na niyang tunggain sa bote. But no, that's not the suggested way to prepare it. So, let's follow. Okay, so it should be up to this. I'm gonna put a marker and then let's mix. This is the fun part. Oh my god. So this is the moment of truth. Let's taste. It's really good. I mentioned that I'm not really into strong black coffee, but this one, you can really taste the difference between those usual coffee that you buy or you prepare versus this one wherein the coffee beans are actually steeped for almost a day or half a day. The taste is really there. Plus, I would really like to commend the smell. It smells so good. So I'm very much happy with my purchase. It's something that I think I can drink all day long. It really fits my activities for the day. I have lots of work meetings at night. Thank you, Bean and Bean Handcrafted Coffee, for sending me this one. Guys, if you are interested, please check the Instagram account below of Bean and Bean Handcrafted Coffee and just send a DM for orders. Okay guys, so as promised to you, I will be sharing my 1 year journey of doing intermittent fasting and if this is something that worked for me and that I can recommend to you. So first, what is intermittent fasting? So if you are one of those fans of different diet fads, for sure at some point you've already heard of intermittent fasting, or what we call IF in short. So intermittent fasting, it's actually a diet method wherein you have a fasting period and what we call eating or feasting period. So the most famous method of it is actually the 16-8, wherein you have 16 hours to fast and then 8 hours to eat. I started doing the 16-8 type of IF January 2019. At first, it was really hard because I had to skip breakfast. The feasting window that I chose was from 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. Outside of that period, I cannot eat anything. In doing IF, guys, during the fasting period, you are allowed to consume drinks that have 0 calories. For example, this one, black coffee. If it's pure black coffee with no creamer or sugar or any additives, this is considered 0 calories. You can also consume tea, of course, water. Those drinks should actually help you get through your fasting window. What is the effect on me? For the first 3 months that I did it, to be honest, the effect was very drastic. I lost 3 kilos in 3 months. That was the most massive weight loss I've ever had in my life. I think it's because, IF was very much new to my body during that time when my eating window was lessened into 8 hours. Of course, you can only eat so much during that 8 hours, especially if you're new to it, if you're just adjusting. So I just had 2 big meals in the day, one for lunch, one for dinner, and then a bit of merienda in between. So that's all that I'm eating. Sometime in the 4th to 6th month, I hit the plateau, meaning weight loss already stopped and I just maintained my weight. Now, here's the catch. During my 8th to 10th month, I relapsed. I gained weight. I did not gain back those 3 kilos, but I did gain weight. It's because during those 8 hours of eating, since I'm already, adjusted to it, I tended to eat so much to the point that IF is useless anymore. Because, okay, I'm fasting for 16 hours, but during the 8 hours, I'm feasting, like literally feasting, and I'm eating anything. Also, it's a factor that my body has already adapted to the fasting method. The effect of the fasting is no longer that impactful to me. Is it something that I would recommend for you guys to try, especially if you are trying to lose weight? Definitely yes. As mentioned, losing 30 kilos in 3 months, for me, it's really huge. It's really massive. And I didn't even do it drastically. Like, I did not change anything in my diet. It's just that for me, the change from, let's say, eating in 14 hours a day, you shortened it to 8 hours. That was a huge change for me. So I think that really impacted the weight loss. Something that I would like to highlight here is, even though you are fasting for 16 hours, but during those 8 hours, you are eating anything. You eat so massively. You eat sinful food. IF is useless. And at the end of the day, all these types of diet, they all boil down to one thing, which is calorie deficit. As long as your calories out are actually greater than your calories in, then you would lose weight. Whether you're in intermittent fasting or an Atkins diet, keto, whatsoever, they all boil down to one thing, which is calorie deficit. So keep that in mind. Just always eat less than what you should be eating. As long as you're hitting the numbers, then you're good. Alright guys, thank you for being with me today. I hope you learned something from this episode, and if you have comments, suggestions, or whatsoever, anything that you'd want me to feature as a fitness content, just comment down below or feel free to send me a DM in my Instagram account. I'll enjoy this coffee that I have for the rest of the day. Again, thank you Bean and Bean Handcrafted Coffee for this one. See you guys. Bye bye.